All right. Let's see where we can get to today. Got the sun right in my eyes, which is not helping, but never mind. So, what we need to do is I've grabbed this crate called Bevy Real Time by Bite Munch. Thank you, Bite Munch. And I've yoinked it straight into the project so that I can play with it because it's not published yet. So let's see what we can do with that. Bevy or Real Time. Actually, we'll get rid of bevy-supabase. And we'll jump into Bevy Real Time. Actually, we're going to need a few things for our cargo to even compile, I would think. It's got its own cargo toml. So I think probably what I'll end up doing is having straight dependencies on real-time RS, SurJ, Tokyo. That's unfortunate. I think it'll be all right as long as I don't spawn anything out of Tokyo in the main part of the application. Hopefully. And we'll go into our own cargo. Maybe do this. Try and alphabetize. And hopefully that's all we need to do to be useful. Curious what happens when we even try and compile it at the moment. We don't want the example source in there, we just want the library files. So in the crate, we've got, if I go source bevy real time, and then, yeah, I don't know if this is going to work actually. We'll try it. I might want to move it to a local directory somewhere. Because if we look at, we want to get rid of examples, which leaves us with a cargo, a readme, and a source directory. I think probably I want to know how a local crate works. Well, actually, they've done it here, right? So if we look at the cargo toml for the parent project, does it define crates? Members, crates, resolver 2. Exclude crates. So maybe their intent is to publish the crates later. Rust work with local crate. How to use a local unpublished crate. Add a dependency section and specify the path. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I should do that. So maybe if I did MV, actually, hang on, MV bevy real time to the parent of the parent, and then just depend on it so that we didn't have to inherit its dependencies. Get rid of bevy-supabase for now, and that, and that, and that. And we just want to depend on Bevy real-time. Path equals Bevy real-time. Something like that. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? And then I can, if I go to my real-time plugin, and instead of creating Supabase, I would use Bevy real-time, real-time plugin, real-time client builder. Yeah. Okay, this should work. So let's look at their example. Close that. Thank you, Stack Overflow. Creates Bevy real-time examples. Postgres. Okay. So it looks like basically we define event types and then we implement the payload event for the event type. So that seems reasonable. I think I can get behind that. Now, pubstruct, test timer, pub timer. Okay, sure. And then in main, we build the client, connect it, and then we have an app. So I think I would probably put this in my plugin code in the build. I'm assuming that we don't need any kind of keep alive code or things like that for now. And then this becomes, I don't know if I actually need the HTTP client plugin anymore. So I might get rid of that. Default plugins and then real-time plugin and pass it the client. Like so. So we probably don't need this anymore. I mean, arguably, no. I was going to say you could put it in the init, but I don't think we would. So this becomes that. And we don't need the HTTP client plugin. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and we don't need this. Right, so that probably means that in cargo we can remove bevy HTTP. Or not. Did I do it already? Where does that come from? Oh, there it is, 42. Okay. And we'll get rid of bevy-supabase for now. All right, progress. So, how can we adapt this example to our needs? We need to listen to inserts on, basically first up the chat channel, or inserts on the messages table. So, all right, let's see if we can just get anything happening. What does setup do? Spawn the camera, sure. Create the channel. And set presence config. I don't really know what that does yet, so that'll be interesting. And then channel insert Postgres forwarder, which is like the Postgres event. Yeah, X Postgres event. Okay. and insert resource timer, and then every 1 sec, I guess, we check. Not quite sure. Yeah, we'll give that a crack. Okay, so this is in init, basically. And the client is stored in a mute client, res mute client. Do I need commands? I do need commands. So commands, mute commands, yeah. Commands, and client is a res mute client, and client is a type from, yeah, from Bevy Realtime. It's a little bit ambiguous, so we'll just see if it copes with that. Oh, and Rust Analyzer's completely died. Don't know if it's recovering or not. Might need to do a rebuild. There we go. It's back. Okay. Right, so X Postgres event. Is that short for example Postgres event? This is going to be insert. Oh, we haven't got these types yet. Okay. Fine. The forwarder. Basically import everything. Excuse me. Now, this event type. Are we supposed to create a separate one of these for everything that might happen, or what are we supposed to do? We'll just grab this initially. And see what happens. See where the game takes us. Cannot find type client, so we need that one as well. And we're missing Postgres changes payload and Postgres payload event. Beautiful. Getting somewhere. Yeah, we need to get rid of these virtual text things. They're very annoying. And build channel. Curious as to what that does. Oh, it's just a component? All right. Commands insert resource timer. So test timer. So we've got a new resource. We're probably going to have to create that resource. Doesn't look like it. Aren't you supposed to init resources somewhere here? I thought you were. In mind, let's see where this goes. Duration is the bevy duration type, I assume. Oh no, just standard duration. All right. Where are we at? Oh, that needs to be mutable. Yep, totally reasonable. And I think we called this, didn't we call it something like table changes? If I go to real time in Eloquent Robot, We called it, yeah, table changes. Set presence config. So what does presence config actually do? Channel presence options. I don't know what those are, but I think that's more of a supabase concept, so I might be able to look it up there. We'll just leave it as the test one now. And then the table we'll be listening to is going to be messages, or is it message notifications? Database, tables, just messages. Okay. All right. Now, filter none. What would the filter be? I do not know. Okay. So build channel duration seconds 1. All right. So how do you put the actual handler in? Oh, is it this? Oop, that's definitely not what we wanted. Ooh, Rust Analyzer or something else is really lagging. Not sure what. Actually, Vim is lagging, which probably means Rust Analyzer is lagging. Vim is freezing, in fact. Wow. It's not often that happens, but it's usually Rust Analyzer's fault. Okay. I guess we're quitting out of that. And we'll go back. It was definitely not happy. Just get our window sizing right. There we go. Okay. Consider changing the field to be of unit type to suppress this warning. Oh, it's did code. Okay. Yep. All right. So we wanted this, and in fact, these two things. Okay, EVR Postgres. So event reader Postgres. Read Postgres events. And we'll go function read Postgres events. And add Postgres event. Now, where does that actually, do I need a trait for that to actually work? Postgres changes app extend. Yeah, it might be that. Yep, that was it. Interesting. I have to look into how that's done. I've never seen that done before. Okay. Now, how do they implement and read Postgres events? I see. It's an event reader, X Postgres event for event reader. Yeah. Okay. EVR might need to be mutable, maybe. So it's changing everything that comes in on the stream into a bevy event. Yeah, I thought it needed to be mutable. Yeah. And did I insert that timer resource? Yes. Okay. So in theory, if this connects the way I think it will, if we run it now, on a little side window here, well, let's see if it builds first. Nope, it panics. Oh, and then error value not present, which I think is because of the supabase local anon key thing. So I'll just make sure that got exported properly. Local anon key, which is the new value for eloquent robot store key. Let's try that again. It's doing something. But it's not doing... It's not opening a window, which is kind of weird. General loader message error, could not get VK create instance for libglx NVIDIA. I don't have an NVIDIA card. What on earth? Huh. That's weird. I did just do a big update, but I don't think that's why. Why are we not opening a window? Random. Okay. Let's try again. Let's look at... Actually, did I... Look at main. We definitely should be opening a window. RT plugin is there. Loading plugin, menu plugin, which is what actually opens things up. Okay. General loader message. What's in my Kaigo that shouldn't be? Got Wayland, WebGL2. Do I need WebGL2? Kira Audio, Asset Loader. Did I move some resources or something? Huh. Why would it not open a window? No, now it's just flat out exiting. Oh, that's just because the environment variable's not in that particular. We can sort that. So export supabase local non-key equals eloquent robot store key. All right. Weird. So it's running, but I've got a general loader message could not get VK create instance for libglx NVIDIA. So why? Why would you care about that? I wonder if this is a known thing. Bevy could not get, what was it? VK create instance for ICD libglx NVIDIA. Let's try that. 2 years ago. Accidentally installed true drivers. Maybe I installed something by mistake. I have not seen this happen. 2nd of January. An error in your Vulkan configuration. Make sure that Vulkan is working properly, running Vulkan info. I'm on the GL backend and not Vulkan. What? This was not happening the other day. Why would I be on the GL backend? Okay, Vulkan info, tell me your secrets. Texture compression, false. Buffer device address, multi-device. That's a lot of information. That is a lot of information. Oh my goodness. Okay. What am I looking for is the question. What? Okay. That's a lot of information. I could just keep scrolling forever and not know what I'm looking at. Not have a clue what I'm looking at. Holy crap. I'm going to need some more information. All right. Yep. Cool. This page of Archwiki about NVIDIA drivers. I shouldn't have an NVIDIA driver. Well, let's find that out. Pacman what is it? QSS? NVIDIA? What? Why do I have NVIDIA stuff? What the hell? Why do I have NVIDIA utils? This is so confusing. Arch Vulkan installation. To see which Vulkan implementations are currently installed on your system, use this command. If you get information about your graphics card, you will know that Vulkan is working. Okay. Well, first of all, let's do this. You know what? Let's get out of Vim because it's just limiting. Let's do this. What is the NVIDIA ICD doing there? On the 3rd of May. What's the date today? Something got installed like really recently. It's the 11th of May. What? What installs the NVIDIA ICD? What installs NVIDIA ICD, Jason? libglx NVIDIA is used as the Vulkan ICD. Huh. Oh, I'm so confused. I've got a package I don't need. I think that's what's going on. All right. If you get info about your graphics card with Vulkan info, so let's try that. Vulkan info pipe to more. All right. Vulkan installation version. VK layer Intel, VK layer Kronos. Mesa, NVIDIA Optimus layer? What? I have an AMD graphics card. Presentable surfaces, AMD Radeon RX 7900 XTX. So that's correct. Force the use of a specific GPU. Switching between AMD drivers. Software rendering. AMD GPU error initialization failed? Nope. Hangs? Nope. 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 You know what? Let's just run a quick software update and see if anything has changed. Lib unwind, pacman contrib, python, vim, lib32 systemd, wine, AWS CLI. That's going to fail. I already know that. Something about the Python version. Apparently we'll dump some more wine into this mess. I might look at all the NVIDIA libraries and see which ones I actually need. I don't know why they're all there. It's confusing. Very, very confusing. Google Chrome always takes a bit longer than everything else. And AWS CLI, I already know that new version is broken, so that's fine. All right, Now, hey Flavius Kid, how are you? So now we go back to Pacman QSS, NVIDIA. We're troubleshooting. For some reason, my bevy builds have stopped building, and it's got something to do with an NVIDIA library that snuck onto this computer. I don't know which one. Just woke up. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I am trying to troubleshoot libraries so that I can get back to doing what I was actually supposed to be doing. Why would I need libx nv control, for example? Pacman info package. I forget what it's called. Pacman Q info. libx nvctrl. What is it used by? Required by? Required by psensor. Let's try that with psensor. Required by none. Graphical hardware temperature monitoring application. Okay, well, I definitely don't need that. So let's go sudo pacman r psensor. And hopefully that means I can remove it might have already gone with the dependency. Installed as a dependency for another package. libx nvctrl. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Next on the list. Are you feeling better, by the way, Flavius? I hope. EGL Wayland. EGL stream-based Wayland. I'm not sure that I actually do need that anymore, but anyway. NVIDIA libvdpal. I don't know that I need that either. Required by... Oh no, FFmpeg needs that. We need that. What about NVIDIA utils? Required by, a lot of things. Hyperland. Actually, we could remove Hyperland. League of Legends get. Yeah, let's remove Hyperland. That might simplify things a bit. Sudo pacman r hyperland. Okay. Configs with NVIDIA libgl. Don't care. And then we've got OpenCL NVIDIA. Required by none. Okay, let's get rid of that. Optional for NVIDIA utils. Oh, okay. All right, maybe I'll leave it. Now the actual error is, let's see if we do another build. Well, it's not even oh, that's that whole Z profile thing. So store export supabase. Yeah, there we go. See, it doesn't actually error out. It just doesn't open the window. Bevy Winnet system Error log general. Loader scanned ICD add could not get VK create instance for ICD libglx NVIDIA. Why would you need it? Why would you need it? Let's see if that exact message draws any hits. Yeah. December 2023, it's an NVIDIA, but I don't have an NVIDIA card. Installing libegl1. Using the newest CDI spec for Podman. None of these things help me. What on earth? LSPCIK, Pacman, QS Vulkan. Vulkan info. Cannot create Vulkan instance. Double check which NVIDIA drivers you have. I shouldn't have any. So weird. Yeah, I have an AMD GPU, which is really weird. I'm not sure why I'm getting these errors, and they're brand new. Like, I've never seen this before today, so I'm not quite sure what I've changed, but obviously a build of something has failed at some point. My partner just got home and the puppies are going insane. Okay, so I wonder if anyone in the bevy community has reported anything. I think mostly just VK create instance is what we're looking for. Let's see if I can narrow anything. Off-screen window. Oh, well, this is... Placing the window off-screen causes the program to crash. Interesting. I wonder if this is what I'm seeing. What happens if I change the window that I'm running it in? Because I do have an off-screen screen, which is what the stream is running to. Test it with 12524. Disable pipeline rendering plugin. This branch is worse. Doesn't work when disabling pipeline rendering. So it might be a bevy bug. Additionally, need to tell eFrame which windowing server to support. Identical log, still no spam. Why is your WGPU falling back to OpenGL? Is your Vulkan driver broken? Open the app with rust log debug and post the log. Using the WGPU render. Whoa, that's a lot of log. That's a lot of log. Turns out the log you posted is just the unrelated output of WGPU. Okay. Vulkan is working normally and gets picked over OpenGL. The primary offender is some overly strict surface area checks. When swapping workspaces, the window is no longer in view, so timeout occurs. I feel like this is really similar to what I'm seeing, but I'm not sure if it's the same problem. I also don't understand why it would have just changed when it was working before. What happens if I try running it on a completely different screen, like this one? So we're in Eloquent overlay, cargo run. Oh, same problem with the environment variable. This time, oh, same problem. Well, this is frustrating because I don't think it's anything I've done. I'm pretty sure it's an engine bug. But why would it suddenly be changing? I wonder if I should switch briefly to master branch bevy. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Actually, I don't know if I would be able to. I'm on 13, which will give me 13.2 at the moment. I assume we haven't released 13.3, have we? It's not that the app crashes, it's just that the window doesn't open. I mean, it is saying... Wonder if this will have the environment variable or not. Yeah, so it's saying bevy renderer adapter info Radeon RX 7900. Discrete GPU driver RADV. Backend Vulkan. Well, that certainly seems fine. Oh, wait a minute. Is it actually running, but it's just not displaying? Oh, shit. That would be embarrassing. Normally it pops up a window and I have to convert it to... it's got a transparent background. I wonder if there's just nothing on it right now. That would be pretty funny. But no, because it would have to pop up a regular window first, and then I would need to switch it to floating. I don't think that's right. Let's look at what we're actually drawing right now. Add systems, move sprite. Maybe we just never get to the right state to draw anything. We're running a sprite sheet bundle. We're spawning a sprite sheet bundle from Blinky. Definitely should be doing something. Could not get VK create instance. Let's see if there are any other errors that do that. No surface found for window. Using an AMD GPU on Wayland. Seems to render one frame and then crashes out. Something in the WGPU update broke your setup. Test the examples at github.com gfx rs wgpu. Try updating drivers. Try running with a Wayland feature. Is this caused by 3051? Bevy does not request surface compatibility from WGPU. That's 2021. This is not something I should be worried about. Yeah, this is 2021. Okay. 3 years ago. Definitely not an issue. For me, anyway. No closed instances, so just this one from April 6. All right. Why don't we just try running any random bevy, example and see what happens. I presume I've got bevy here somewhere. Yep. We're on main, so let's do a get pull. That'll be pretty old. Very old. Let's just go cargo run. I think you have to do like example. Yeah, let's go wireframe 2D. See if it still can't grab a window, because that'll be interesting. Bit of compile action. Looks like we're running 0.14 dev. Oh, that works fine. I wonder if I should just upgrade. Back in Vulkan. Oh, we got another. I wonder if that's just normal, like it's trying to get an NVIDIA card and it doesn't exist. but opens the window fine. So what would be involved if I tried to dump out of bevy 13 and jump to bevy 14? Probably all of my packages would break. Let's try it. Let's go. Let's dive down the rabbit hole. Go into cargo. And we would have to go. I don't think 14 is going to work. I think you'd have to go get. Do they release a dev version? .13.2 is the latest release. So it would have to be from Git. And that would probably mean I'd have to change these two from winit and image 0.29 and 0.24. What are they currently using? Winit. Doesn't look like they do anymore. Why does the author of this packaging separate them out, I wonder? What about image? Maybe just for now, we'll comment these out just to see what the effect is. See if it even builds. Which it probably won't. Okay. So I have to specify a version. Zero point 14 dash. Wait. 0.14.0 dev. Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. How are you?
Hang on a sec. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. So the version was, I think it was 0.140 dev, but I'll check that. Yeah. Still a problem, apparently. Features multi-threaded. Wait, what? Bevy does not have these features. Okay, did we change that? Interesting. This could be quite heinous. Async executor. Bevy tasks. Sounds like this is not a trivial problem to build. Maybe if I do a quick cargo clean just to check. Is there instructions on building the development version of Bevy? Or even downloading a development build? Lots of organization stuff. Contributing code. How do we do a development build? Maybe in the wiki? Do they have the wiki? They do not. Yeah, it's mostly not terribly useful. So what is it about my cargo that's giving me issues here? Is it because if we break up all of those packages? Depends on Bevy and a bunch of different features. Bevy real time. I wonder if that's the thing that's depending on Bevy 13. Actually, several of these things might. So if we go real-time cargo, yeah, it depends on Bevy 13. And if we look at probably Bevy asset loader, I imagine is probably similar. Okay, this seems like a bad idea. What happens if I pull a new version of, hang on, let's get rid of this. .13, which is where we were. Comment this back in. And then what happens if we just create a new version bevy game template with some fake name and then see if it'll build outright. So maybe I'm doing something weird. Build all the 13.2 things. And that runs just fine. And we do still get the warning about the libglx and video. So I think that must be a red herring. I'm starting to wonder if it's popping open in transparent mode and I'm just not seeing it. All right, well, let's remove that. So that's proven our point. So there's something specific to what I'm doing that's basically dying. Yeah, thing would be to remove the RT plugin and just see if it's caused some sort of weird incompatibility issue. Or if it could be blocking in some way. Another long build while it gets back to Bevy 13. And it looks like it's just running. I wonder if I'm definitely getting window events there, there, there. Could it have opened on a different screen? We got 3, 4, 5. 5 is the 5 is the headless screen, and 6, which is the mirror. And then we've got 7, 8, and 9. It's not opening on any of those. It does seem to be opening. I wonder if I should turn the transparency off just to see if I can see the window itself. Or if I should kill the RT plugin and see if the rest of it comes back. Let's try that first. So lib and comment out RT plugin. Blocked waiting for file lock on build directory. And there it is. Okay, so the RT plugin is blocking the window opening. Okay, interesting. All right, well, that was a weird sidetrack. Why is it doing that? Is it because I'm running sync code in the middle of a an async process? But no, because Bevy likes async. I must be missing something. Let's re-enable RT plugin. And real time. Maybe there's something we're doing in here that is unexpectedly blocking, like this to-sync thing. So let's find our example. There's the to-sync. And setup. We do the channel creation. Is it possible I could be running setup too many times? Add system startup setup. That's what I'm doing here, right? Init. Where's init? On enter overlay state loading. Run once. So it's the same as on startup. I wonder if I should be checking to see if maybe I'm missing. I'm not getting any changes. I'm not getting any window creation. I wonder if I should try and just run this example. Allow dead code. That should be the correct endpoint. I've specified a variable which appropriately panics when the variable isn't present. We know that. What about that whole to-sync business? What is connect return? Probably a future, right? No, it just returns a client manager. And to-sync wraps it. Okay. Did I say Flavius the Hitman screen? I don't think so. I might have done. I do have a strange accent. Okay, so I run the init. Set presence config, command spawn channel. And then channel insert. And then channel insert build channel. Okay. Commands insert resource, test timer. Yeah. So weird. It's like it's blocking the window. As if... Is it possible that... It's blocking everything. Like, should I? I wonder if putting the client definition in build is actually bad. What happens when in Supabase's code, what do they do? Real-time plugin, self real-time endpoint, self API key clone. Okay, so why wouldn't it be able to open a window? I don't know, randomly bevy plugin prevents window opening. I don't know. App panics. It's not panicking. It's just not getting to the point where it opens the window. So if we look at main, we've got default plugin, set window plugin, insert resource, add plugins, overlay plugin. And then when we get to that, overlay plugin consists of loading, menu, and the real-time plugin. I'm starting to wonder if I should put the client creation in main. I don't see why that would make any difference. Maybe I should execute some of that code on startup just to give it more time to connect. Yeah, I mean, it's worth a crack. Nothing else is working. Yep, definitely no window. And yet it's saying created new window. But it's like it never draws to it. So in their example, creates real-time examples, Postgres. And in main, they do the connection first before they create the app. I guess maybe I might have to do the same thing. All right, let's have a look here. We need the client before the Bevy application, not here. And then how am I going to communicate this client? I guess as an argument. Let's have a look at lib. Well, lib is, overlay plugin is a plugin as well. So we just need to go all the way back to main and do it here. And then we'll probably actually move the real-time plugin stuff. Maybe if I Maybe if I bring real-time plugin out of overlay plugin. And can you pass an argument to a plugin? Something tells me no. So I'd have to do that. Which means doesn't mean that. Okay. So how do I pass that client value to this? I presume that real-time plugin has a way of doing that too. Okay, it's a struct. So real-time plugin. So like this. Pub client is client manager sync. And this would then be self. Client is self client without the borrow. And that might just work. Right, I can't do that from there. I don't particularly know why this would work, except that maybe it's always better to do things that have to be blocking and synchronous before you attempt to open any bevy windows. It's the only thing I can think of. And create real time doesn't work. So does it know if I do this? It has no idea where that is. All right. This import is redundant. Yeah, it has no idea how to get to that. So if I go to lib. And the other thing to do would be to give overlay plugin the client argument as well. But that just seems weird to pass it through 3 different stages. So why can't I refer to RT plugin directly? What's going on there? I guess this if I did like a pub use here, would that help? Actually, hang on. Yeah, and then it would be part of an eloquent overlay. I don't know if I like that, but let's just go with it until we have a better solution. So would that be enough to... Oop, that wasn't quite what I expected, nor was that. Would that be enough to actually get us running? No. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It's like it's blocking not being able to connect before it creates the Bevy app. Why would that stop it from opening the window though? I need to come up with a shortcut that just resizes all of these windows for me. I've got one that opens them all. So if I comment this out, then that is enough to get a window open, right? Yep. There he is. And if we pop him open and move him to workspace 5, he turns into our overlay. It's so weird. So what is it about this plugin that causes the window to block? It's certainly not building the client in main before launching the application. It just seems to just not do it at all. What am I missing? Well, at least we know we don't have to do this in main, which is nice. Do I still have that file open? Can I undo? No. Because I would expect to be able to put it in build, right? And then this just becomes client, which is more convenient. This needs to go away. This comes back. Oh yeah, and I don't need that client value anymore. Wait a minute. That's not... That doesn't look right. Oh, I think I know what's going on. What's it called? Oh no. That was right. Damn. What is causing that issue? I mean, I don't even know if you're supposed to put like client connection stuff in a build method. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. But I still don't see why that would stop the window from opening. I wonder if this might maybe it needs to enter like in a later stage, like overlay state streaming. I don't see why that would be a thing, because we tried it on startup as well and it didn't work. It's possible that the client just doesn't exist, I suppose. It would take some time to initialize. I'll give it another crack. Didn't like that, because we're not going to use RT plugin anymore. Oh, there it goes. It's black, but it's loading. Why is it black? Boy. Interesting. If I move it to 5, it's going to black everything out. Yep. Okay. Well, I suppose it's progress of a sort. What on earth would cause it? What about what we're doing with Supabase would cause it to have that kind of effect? Okay, we're creating the plugin after menu plugin. I wonder if we should put it first. Don't see why, but maybe we should change that timer. Just for the hell of it. since we don't seem to be actually using it for anything. It's interesting that it does it. It works if you do it later in the piece, but not earlier. Try that one more time. Yep, black screen. Huh. How bizarre. Really, really strange. I didn't change the values on the transparency, did I? No, pre-multiplied. And just to check, when we disable it entirely, it goes back to normal, right? Yep, there he is again. Weird. He's too high to change his position. He's supposed to be sitting on the NVIM taskbar. Oh, this is so strange. I don't feel like I have nearly enough information to figure out what's going on here. What could cause just spawning a bunch of entities to stop the screen from displaying? Is it this client connection business? Weird. And the weird thing is, if I move it on startup, like here, I bet you it'll stop working altogether. No, that worked. What the hell? Oh, because I disabled RT plugin, right. Damn, I thought I'd had a breakthrough for a minute there. Okay, so if I run it now, I'm expecting the window won't open at all, and it doesn't. So weird. Okay, so if I open it immediately, if I run the function on startup, there's no window at all. If I run it on enter overlay state, streaming, well, actually, if I run it on overlay state loading, which is much earlier, it doesn't work. So we'll just try that. Yep, no window at all. And if I do it on overlay state streaming, I get this black window. So it feels like something just hasn't had time to initialize. I wonder if I could create the client as a completely separate stage, put it in a resource, and pass it to the plugin when I was finished. But no, because the plugins, it's not the, I don't think it's the client. I think it's actually init that's failing. Yeah, I think it might be init that's failing. So the client gets created, and then we add it to the plugin, or we use it to create the plugin. Why are you not going away? Go away. I wonder if there's something I can tell about what's going on with the client here. Or if there's something about the presence config. Doesn't seem to be anything to do with the duration. Is there a piece of the puzzle from their example that I'm missing? Maybe an import? Their setup function is by and large exactly the same. And their EVR Postgres reader is, I think, exactly the same. Yeah. I don't know, Real-time plugin, blah. It's system startup. We're already adding default plugins. Why would update be chain? Maybe because they're just expecting to add other things. And then app run, of course. What does the presence config do? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It's almost like I wish I could delay it. Like just wait until a timer was finished. Maybe I could just tick a timer over, wait another 5 or 10 seconds, and then try and use the client. I don't see why it would interfere with displaying the window though. It's just really strange. Wonder if it's possible that some of the stuff just doesn't report errors. What does build channel do? It's just a component, right? Shouldn't matter that we're inserting a resource. And we certainly never get here, I don't think. That's running on update. So why would it draw a black window? It's so strange. It feels timing related, but I don't see what we're doing here has anything to do with drawing the window. I mean, is there anything in any of the other files that we've got going on that could be interacting with it? It just feels so completely random. Unless it's getting torn down, but we're not exiting that state. Let's just comment that out to make absolutely sure. Proc macro crate is missing dilib. What? Animation timer not expanded. Proc macro crate is missing dilib. What is going on there? Proc macro crate is missing dilib. Rust analyzer conflict. It was crashing before it could expand the macros. Good to know. I might do a cargo reset. Clear. Clean? Clean. There we go. Another long build. Long ass build. Yeah. There's one of these issues where I feel like someone else needs to step in and say, hey, by the way, did you know that you're screwing up in this really basic way and you hadn't noticed? Because I just can't see why the one thing would have anything to do with the other thing. Maybe there's something random in the Bevy real-time code that I don't know about. Maybe I just need to read the entire library. Yep, there's the black window again. It doesn't even respond to like ordinary inputs. What would happen if I took the transparency away? Same problem. Weird. What's in what is in the cargo for Bevy real time? It's using 13.0. That can't be good. Let's change it to 13.2. Maybe there's a weird incompatibility going on there that I hadn't noticed. And there might be a difference with Sir Jason, but let's try the bevy. Let's try the bevy incompatibility first. Maybe that was an issue. So we'll do another cargo clean. Hi puppy, how you doing?
Without the door being open, please.
Oh no. Do another cargo rebuild. Yeah, I wonder if that was it. Maybe it's just a weird version conflict. Because everything else I think is kind of adapted to running on 13.2. If this was it, that'd be really good. Because it's an easy fix to a problem that seems, on the face of it, incomprehensible. But it's taken me a good couple hours to work through all this. One of those things you just can't think through. It's just trial and error, or at least I can't think through. Still building. Still building. Still building. Quickly, like Bevy. Even a point version, even a patch version might be enough to throw things off. Wonder how far away 14 is. Still building. All right, let's try a quick run and see what happens. Come on, work for me. Damn it. Black screen again. Gutted. Why? 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 So sad. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. Version and compatibility was kind of my last-ditch effort there. I don't understand why what we're doing here would have any effect on what's being displayed. Because all it really is unless Bevy Realtime is just not set up to be used as a library like this. Postgres change. Could it be accidentally... Update presence track, presence untrack, build channels, chain. Running system. Well, I don't see anything like. Maybe we should run. Can we run it with? Is it called bevy debug or rust debug? Macro debugging, WGPU tracing. Cargo expand. Okay, we got log levels. The log plugin. Okay, well maybe we should try that. Yeah? It's a good question. Hang on. I don't know. Something green? She wants to eat it now. Give me. Give me. Yeah, I don't know. No. Off him, she's got it now. You try and get it off her. Dogs are busy trying to kill themselves. Okay, let's try getting some more debug output. Hopefully. Use bevy log plugin. We're already setting window plugin. Let's set log plugin. Filter blah blah blah. Arguments are incorrect. Okay, apparently we need to box it. Is this out of date? Yep. Log plugin. It's an optional feature for update subscriber. Are you sure you're missing that? I see. So this is, there needs to be that there to match the sum. Then this. Then this. Oh my God. add plugins needs a close as well. Nope. Okay, seriously. First of all, let's get rid of virtual text. It's a pain in the ass. And I seem to be having all kinds of trouble. Add plugins, default plugins set. So let's just grab this and do a bunch of undos to get back to a regular state. Okay, so that's where we were. Now I want set and then log plugin. And that is getting closer. Mismatched types. This is matching pre-window. It should have default and one of those and one of those. Okay, well that's obviously wrong. Okay, I think we managed to get there. Let's see what we get for debugging output. Nothing new. Well, that's not terribly useful then. Info WGPU core warn, HAL warn, my game debug, whatever my game is. Does that mean that I'm supposed to put my package name in there? Use the macro named after the level of the message. Okay, that's actually cool. I should do that more often. What is my game? Oh, and you can put Rust log. Can I, is my game a set string or can I use the name of the package? Which is called overlay, like so. All right, let's try running again. I don't suppose doing something stupid like resizing it helps. Nope, in fact, it's completely unresponsive to resize. Good stuff. In fact, the cursor doesn't even change. I can move it, but that's it. Interestingly, the game thinks, the windowing system thinks that I'm, yeah, I don't even know. I'm certainly getting no extra debugging information for it. So we'll just kill that off for now. Yeah, I don't know what to think. How could it possibly stop me from drawing to the screen? Is there any particular part of it that might be causing it that I could disable? It inserts the client as a resource. If I create the plugin but don't initialize it, what happens? Let's try going back to real time and just take out this and this and this. Just create the plugin and that's it. Do we get a window back? What's going on here? Resource not... Oh, this is still Rust Analyzer struggling again. Okay, let's try running it under those constraints. Bunch of unused code. And hey, our window's back. Okay, so that's interesting. All right, so we're back to having a little stone animation, which is good. So what happens if we like piecemeal re-enable things? What bit of it breaks this? Let's try re-adding the init code. See if we can do a little detective work here. Nope, we're back to a we're back to a black screen. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's keep that and just start disabling things in the initialization function itself. What about the resource? I've had weird things happen with not initializing resources correctly. Nope, still a black screen. That's all right. Hey, just go back bit by bit until we get to the beginning. And we'll see what actually causes this to fail. Aha! Inserting build channel was the thing that causes it to fail. Because now we're back. Interesting. I wonder, will it still work without that? What does build channel actually do? Yep. Okay, now the really interesting thing would be if it reacted when I sent a message to the messages database. but it does not. So that would be too much to hope for. I wonder what it is about the build channel resource that causes the screen to go dark. It just seems so strange. In fact, it's not a resource, it's an entity. So I assume that I can bring this back and I'll still get a usable avatar. Yep. So it's got nothing to do with the timer resource. What is build channel? It's just a component. Does it have an implementation of some sort? It looks for... Okay, it looks for things that are tagged with build channel. And it cycles through them all and runs subscribe across them. Interesting. Okay, so I'm assuming if I rerun it with that enabled, it'll fail again. Let's just prove that theory. Yep. Okay, so it's here. It's this. This is the issue. Let's add some debugging output, eh? Let's go... so entity and mute channel builder has channel builder and then we'll go EC. Just get some kind of output. Oh, right. Entity can't be formatted with the default formatter because I need to do this. Oh, hang on. Still doesn't like it. Right. Where's channel builder? Is there any particular reason I can't derive debug? Real-time channel builder doesn't implement it. I imagine... Yeah, no. All right, so I can't do that. So I can't print the channel itself, which is fine. What could I... Well, the channel builder, actually. CO build sync, else continue. Okay, so let's at least get some error output, right? No, that's not one of the macros. Oh, it is. Channel build for entity failed. What's it called? E, right? All right, let's give that a quick crack. It doesn't seem to have failed, or at least I don't have any output for it. What about just running the builder at all? Info, build channels. Yep, it ran a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Might just put it there to see if maybe we didn't continue, for example. That seems really strange to me. Can I get any kind of... Well, that's also weird though, because I didn't get output there before. Build failed. Sorry, Flavius. I was just trying to get my chatbot to respond. Which, interestingly, it seems to have stopped doing. No worries. Right, so let's see if we get any output there. We do not. So even though... Is it just blocking? Maybe build sync is just blocking there and it can't... It's just dying. We know that it's being called, but we know that the continue block isn't executing because there's no output. And build sync returns a what? C0 is a real-time channel builder. Okay, I think I'm at the point where I just need to report this upstream and see if they can help debug what's going on. So, don't suppose he's already happened to see that issue. So trying bevy real time, it seems to block on I need a link to the code. So source, no, actually crates. Bevy real time source. Lib channel build channels, yeah. seems to block on that line and never either return a channel or an error. I imagine this is the sync async struggle again, but sadly I wasn't up to the challenge of debugging it. Hopefully I can help out more once I'm a bit more familiar. Okay. And with that, I probably need to go and clean the kitchen. Wonder where we could potentially send you lot. Bad Cop's doing some interesting stuff. Let's go and say hi to Bad Cop. I am raiding out, sorry. Oh, Penny. Sorry. Horrendous timing. Yeah, I've just got to go and do a few things. I might be back around later. I'm not sure. No worries. Hope you're doing well.